Hi everyone, today I will be reviewing a very cute romance age gap series called Delaney Duo by author Alie Nolan. Now, Alie writes sweet romance books, and her favorite thing is to write about NFL players and big queer families. Now, in this video, I will be providing an overview or a review for both her books in this series. Book 1 is titled Resolution, and Book 2 is titled Realization. Now, for some context on how I stumbled upon this series, because this is the first time I have read something from this author, and I really stumbled upon this as part of my 2025 reading challenge, and I was looking for a book with a New Year resolutions theme and found some nice reviews for this series overall on Goodreads and Amazon. And that was the reason I said, okay, let me give it a try. Usually, I am not in for such a sweet romance books, but I said, okay, as part of my challenge, I should go ahead and still give it a shot. Not everything has to be challenging and intense during my reading. So, this is just a light-hearted series that I read in a very long time, I would say. Let us first talk about book 1, that is Resolutions, and it is a 19K word romance with age gap, and it takes place in a secluded cabin in the mountains with snow and some New Year resolutions that we will hear about it in just a bit. The first character in this book is Sebastian, who is shy and a timid guy, and his New Year resolution for the past several years is to lose his virginity. And he thinks it is just not going to happen. He is losing hope and focus because he's not finding someone, not connecting with anyone. The closest he has always been to a guy is his best friend, that is Dylan. But some fortunate circumstances has him spend a week alone in a mountain cabin with his best friend's dad named Devin. Now, Devin's resolution for the New Year's is to be happy again. He has been struggling a lot since the death of his husband few years ago, and it is really challenging for him to move forward with his life. And he is cooped up in this cabin with Sebastian now. So Devin really cannot, no matter how much he tries, no matter how much he convinces himself about the age gap, he cannot stop himself from being wanting Sebastian and have to decide now whether finally moving on is potentially worth hurting his son or not, because Sebastian is his son's best friend as well. And that's the whole story revolving around the New Year resolution of Sebastian about losing his virginity and the New Year resolution of Devin to be happy again and move on in his life. So this is really a short book, and I really loved the simple storyline, the sweet and the fluffy way the sparks fly between Sebastian and Devin. So I would really recommend that you add this to your TBR list to learn whether Sebastian loses his virginity or not, or if Devin is able to fulfill his New Year's resolution or not, that is finally to be happy. And honestly, if you're first time romance reader, you haven't read any such queer books in the past and you're not sure whether I should go ahead with it, whether it would be as per my taste and so on, but I really want to try, this is the kind of book you should try. It is really simple, very light-hearted, sweet and a cute love story with age gap, of course. But the shyness of Sebastian and the understanding of Devin makes this book a must-read in my opinion. Okay? And now that brings me to my next part of the series review, that is the book 2, Realization, which is also romance with age gap, and it is a 28K word romance book. And this is the story of Dylan and Russell. Dylan is, as I mentioned before, is Devin's son and is currently working in New York and is not really happy with his situation, being far away from home, his father, and his best friend Sebastian, who are in San Diego. But in New York, he has his dream job. So he chooses to stay there, move there across the country, and so on. And when Sebastian encourages Dylan to go on a blind date with a guy he met online on Valentine's Day, the last thing he expects is for his blind date to be his dad's best friend. Now, Russell lives in San Diego, is traveling around for his business and so on. So, Russell, on the other hand, is very anti relationship, where he is not looking to settle down and really not been in a long term relationship in the past. But when he sees Sebastian and Devin, he really thinks maybe he want to have more of that as well, and not just the one night stands that he's been content with so far. And this results in a long term relationship and a long distance relationship between him and Dylan, who is also his best friend's son. So I would say this is really cute stories. I would say both the books. I will not spoil much. Please do read it. As I said, these are smaller books. It's not like a very big books with a lot of 200, 300, 400 pages. It's not like that. These are shorter books, like more of a short story, I would say. So do add these to your TBR to learn more if the whole sneaking around and lying destroys Russell's relationship with Devin, which is of 20 years friendship or not. So please do check both these books out. And now, full disclosure, I really loved Realization more than the book one Resolution. There was more substance in this book and it was more eventful, and for some reason I really loved the pairing of Russell and Dylan compared to Sebastian and Devin. They are also nice, their story is also good, but I found Realization book was more up with my liking, I would say. And this book again is very light-hearted and sweet with a lot of caring from Russell, so that really spoke to me, and I kind of started envying Dylan towards the end of the book. And on the spice level, I would say 4.5 out of 5 for both the books. And overall, I will also give this series a 4.5 out of 5. It is really fun to read them together. That's why I'm rating them together as well. And I really hope you guys also like it as I did. Also because I have always read books full of drama, mental health, a lot of angst, really intense books. That's my style. That's what I like. That's what I prefer. But this book was just a breath of fresh air for me. And I'm really happy that I started my New Year's reading journey with this book. That's all for today's review. Please let me know in the comment section your feedback, and if you have any additional information which may help the listeners, please feel free and mention in the comment section. Thank you everyone for listening. Please like, comment, share and subscribe to my channel. Take care. Bye.